Hey guys, Games for Life here, and here's everything you need to know about ExoChips in Astroneer. In case you don't know, ExoChips might actually be the most valuable resources in Astroneer, as they have a ton of uses and are pretty hard to get. They are classified as a rare resource, and as far as I know, there are only two ways to get them. We're gonna explore both of those ways, but first let's explore what you can actually craft using ExoChips. Some of the smaller things you can craft are the small camera, the hoverboard, the hydrogen thruster or the winch, but you can also craft some bigger stuff like the trade platform, the large shredder, the VTOL, the extra large shredder, the auto extractor, the large rover and the large shuttle. So from this list you can already see how important ExoChips really are in Astroneer. Now let's get into how to actually get them. And I mentioned there are two ways. So way number one, you can use ExoCaches. You will always find ExoChips in these, but you will need to open them, and that basically means exploding the case. For that you can use either dynamite or you can harness the explosive powers of the catapult, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. There's also a third option to blow this up, but we won't do that in this video, however we'll talk a little bit about that too later. Oh, and by the way, this is what ExoChips look like, and as you can see they are a rare resource. So let's talk about actually getting these ExoCaches. Basically what you want to do is head for the caves, because they are more frequent there, and then you can open your compass. Now you'll have to look for the green dots, because those are the ExoCaches. So you just have to follow the green dots and you'll eventually find them. There's one right there. So let's go ahead and get it. And I can see there's another one nearby. So let's go get that one as well. And here it is. So we'll put both of them next to each other. And now we can blow them up. And we should probably run away. There we go, they both exploded, and we've got a ton of ExoChips right here. Let's see, we've got 5 of them, yep. So that's one way of getting the ExoCaches and blowing them up. As I said, you can also use your rover on the surface to find them, or in the caves, if you're willing to take your rover in the caves. Maybe you've got a drill mod and a paver. That's gonna make things really easy for you. Now let's see an alternative way of blowing them up if you don't have any dynamite. So if you don't have any dynamite, then you should look for catapults. You'll only be able to find these on Glacio, Vesania or Novus, and they essentially look like this. And these are gonna throw projectiles at you, and those projectiles explode, so they can also blow up the ExoCaches. So you just have to lure them in to throw the projectiles, and then leave your ExoCache right there. And it gets blown up just like that. You have to pay attention so you don't blow yourself up as well. And then you can reap the rewards, get your ExoCaches and get out of there. So we've got 2 ExoChips from that. And we didn't use any dynamite. This is a pretty good method for when you really don't have the dynamite, or you just don't want the headache of crafting new dynamite. You can also blow this up by using a weird method where you blow up some hydrogen on a smelter, but I won't go into more detail here. I've done that in another video a while ago. Great, now let's look at the second way to get ExoChips, and that's with a trade platform. This way is gonna be easier if you're a little bit more advanced, but you can get to this point pretty easy. So let's see how you can get ExoChips at a trade platform. Now would be a pretty good time to mention that I've also got a trade platform tutorial video, so if you're not sure how to use the trade platform or you're just not familiar with it, then go watch that video next. It should appear on screen right now, and in this video I'm just gonna show you how to get the ExoChips from the trade platform. So you want to scroll down to the Astronium section of the trade platform, and the first item in there will be the ExoChip. Now you'll need 3 Astronium for just 1 ExoChip, so make sure you stock up on Astronium before doing this. So if you've gathered your Astronium, you'll have a canister like this. We've got in total 33 Astronium right here, so let's spend 3 of those on 1 ExoChip. And all you have to do is send the trade platform and it will come back with your ExoChip. And we'll wait for it right here. Yeah, I also have a video where we've put an auto extractor on an Astronium node, and that's constantly mining Astronium for us. When that Astronium node is depleted, we'll just move it to another one and we'll constantly have a supply of Astronium. That's why I said this method is a little bit easier if you are more advanced, but as a beginner you can just run around and find those ExoCaches. It works pretty well and you can still do it even later in game. And our trade platform is back with the ExoChip. So we've got it right here. And there we go, that's way number 2. You can basically use whatever of these methods you like best, or you can even use both of them. That's it for this video. Don't forget to check out that trade platform tutorial I was talking about earlier, and make sure to leave a comment with what videos you'd like to see next. I've been Games for Life and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!